Hi guys. So, let's play a little game called What is on my phone? So, got an iPhone, or have my iPhone. It's currently charging right now. Got a mobile charger attached to it. Now, a little side note, found this. It's Pokemon themed, it's got Pikachu on it. Found this at Walmart. I think it was like 15 bucks. I think. Now, but yeah, so phone is charging. Now, anyway, so onto the game. Onto the game. Basically, got my notes. So what I've got on my phone. I've got the home screen. That's a picture of my golden that I used to have. She was my second golden, named Maeve. Anyway, and she died a few years ago at the ripe old age of 14 and a half. Okay, so that's the lock screen. So that's right in there. Okay, so what is on my phone? Well, let's see. Looking at the first screen. Not too much interesting things. I mean, you got your messaging, your text messaging stuff, because, I mean, who doesn't text nowadays? Got Facebook, because that's great for keeping in touch with friends and family if you're friends with your family on there. And also keep up to date on stuff like that, or on like your favorite things and whatnot. Then there's Facebook Messenger, which is kind of correlating with which goes hand in hand with the Facebook thing, Facebook one, which in a way is great because then you can talk to your Facebook friends. Got Skype, which I guess is similar to Facebook Messenger, except it's Skype and it's standalone and doesn't really connect to anything, I guess. Offhand, I'm not sure. I haven't really looked at that online. And I got Twitter, who doesn't tweet. Pinterest, which is great for like those ideas that are floating out there, decorating ideas, stuff like that. Even if you want to play, or even if you want to make salad in a mason jar, that's great. That's what Pinterest is for, pretty much. Seems like. And then I have Tumblr. Now, that I don't really use Tumblr very often. I mean, I use it often enough to have it on my phone, but I don't use it as often as, say, Pinterest or Facebook. I also have Instagram. I usually use Instagram, like if I take a really cute picture of, let's say, my dog, Darcy. If I take a cute picture of her, I might post it on Instagram. I mean, I'm not a big Instagram poster, I guess. Anyway, so then next one I have is called WhatsApp, which, from what I understand, is a free international texting app. I haven't really looked into it much, but the reason why I use it is because I have a couple friends who I have their phone numbers, but they live in a couple different countries. So, with the whole international texting thing, if I text them just through regular text messaging, I get charged. So, WhatsApp, I guess, is I can kind of not necessarily avoid the fees, but I can still keep in touch with them. Okay, and so on to the next one, which is very similar. I guess. I'm not quite sure. Snapchat. Who doesn't Snapchat these days, honestly? I mean, it's a quick form of picture messaging and like short video messaging. It's great. I mean, I Snapchatted probably like 3 or 4 people. Again, my thing isn't, my little Snapchat circle isn't really huge or anything. And then I also have YouTube, the YouTube app on my phone for obvious reasons. I mean, I'm posting on YouTube, so I mean, this video is going to go on YouTube. So, plus also, it also helps me kind of, I guess, not necessarily keep in touch with, but at least keep up to date with my favorite YouTubers and favorite videos and stuff like that. Okay, so the next one I have is Meetup. Now, a while back when I put Meetup on my phone, I was like relatively into it. Like I used to go on it fairly regularly. But then after a while I stopped, which I guess is kind of understandable. I mean, I still got it on my phone because why not? I may want to use it later at some point. Then I also have AccuWeather, which is basically your weather app, kind of like, you know, your, the cut. I guess well, I wouldn't guess. I mean, it is very similar to like your Weather Channel apps that originally came with it, with the phone, or okay, that originally came pre-downloaded on the phone, which I find AccuWeather um, a little more detailed. I mean, you know, that's just my opinion. Everybody has their own preference for weather apps, but I like AccuWeather personally. So then I have Life 360. It's basically like not necessarily a family tracker, but you can use it like you can make little groups if you and a few friends have the app on your phone. You can make a little group of you and that group of friends, and then if you're all gonna go like meet up at, like, say, the movies or something, then you can pretty much tell who's on their way. And so now another app that I have on here that is relatively similar to Life 360 is Waze, and that's spelled W-A-Z-E. That is my directions. That's basically like my maps, essentially. I use that for whenever, like if I'm going somewhere and I'm not quite sure where it is. It's pretty much like how you would use like MapQuest or Google Maps or whatever map related app is on the phone. That was kind of, I guess that was kind of unintentional for rhyming. Map for an app, I guess. Yeah, that was, anyway, I use Waze. I mean, it's great. I like it. And I use it all the time. So that's basically on my first screen. And then I also have Spotify on here because, I mean, music, you gotta have music. What is life without music? Um, then, and then I got my basic, or yeah, I got the generic other apps on here. I mean, I got notes, photos, camera, clock, calendar. email, Safari, because who doesn't need to go on the internet? Now, with camera and photos, I keep those on the front screen because I might need to take a picture of something. I don't know. Clock, I use that a lot. I mean, it's pretty much my alarm clock. This phone is my alarm clock as well as a phone, which, I mean, is great. Notes, I don't really use notes all that often anymore. I mean, I used to a lot, but now I usually use like Google Docs, I guess, which is great because I can keep track of like writing and stuff and all that jazz. I also have the phone, the little phone icon app thing. Never know who you're going to need to call. I mean, who knows? You might need to call your mom or a parent at some point. Or even a friend. I mean, friends still call, right? I mean, it's not all about texting. You know? So also on my next little screen thing, I've got most of the stuff on my phone. I don't really use very much, except for the stuff on the first screen. So on the second screen is Google Docs, which I use a lot. Not entirely sure why it's on the second screen. I guess because maybe I didn't have enough room on the first screen. I don't know. Then I used to, like, a few months ago, I used to play Pokemon Go a lot. Or at least fairly regularly. But then the new updates happened, and I don't play it as much. I've also got Ingress, which is very similar to Pokemon Go, made by the same company, or at least made by the same people as Pokemon Go, which is very similar to. Those two apps are very similar. And the rest, I've also got the App Store and my settings thing, but the rest of them I don't really use all that much. So, but yeah, I mean that is basically what is on my phone. So, if you enjoyed this video, which I hope you did, then please give it a like and hopefully and possibly comment down below if you'd like to see more videos similar to this. If you're a first timer, please subscribe. Click the little bell notification thing that's somewhere over there. So yeah, that was what is on Caitlin's phone. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. Adieu.